What's up, DLB Daily fam? Today is chest day and very, very exciting. We have a special guest who is the ultimate winner of, what was that, a couple months ago? Yeah.
A couple months ago?
I think it was a couple months ago. Yeah. So Lindsay is here. She's a powerlifter, so she's helping me with today's workout. So she is helping with your workout today. But Lindsay won the golden shaker. She's like, well, we were like Willy Wonka, and she got the golden shaker. But what is this? One lucky winner will get the golden shaker that we all signed. No, wait, I didn't sign it yet. She won a all-inclusive trip out to Montana. She's staying in her Airbnb house. Yep. What do you think?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah. So if you want to book it,
you probably should.
You should.
Yeah.
It's really cute. We went snowboarding. I called the ski patrol on her yesterday.
Yeah. I ate shit, so can I swear?
I was scared. I thought she broke her leg. But anyway, that's another story that we're not going to talk about. Today we're doing chest, and you're 10 weeks out.
Yep. Just
so I don't want to mess up her training too much. I'm going to mess it up a little bit. And I'm going to anxiously try to convert her. My whole goal out of life, because I train with so many powerlifters. Yeah. And they train with me and they like it. Yeah. So I try to subconsciously try to convert powerlifters to bodybuilders. Cause we'll see. We're gonna start with part of her workout. So we're gonna bench. Mm-hmm. Do you want to explain the first thing we're doing?
Sure. So we're going to be doing a 5x5, but the first set is going to be a 5-rep max, and then the following 4 sets, we're going to drop 10% of whatever we hit for that 5-rep max. So those 4x5 will be at 90%.
So obviously I'll be doing about 90% of 300.
Same.
Because we're powerlifters. No, so you're going to work up to a 1-rep max, or a 5-rep max. See,
that's in 10 weeks.
Yeah, that's in 10 weeks. She's going to work up to that. Right now, we're 10 weeks out, so we're working up to a 5-rep max.
Yep.
You're going to take that number, take 90% of that number, and that's going to be your next 4
sets of 5.
4 sets of 5. So that is what we're doing, and then I get to take over. But what would you normally do after that? So that was actually last week's workout, so we're doing that because it sounded fun.
Yeah.
But what would you normally do after that?
I would normally, last week I did some wide grip bench after that, a little bit of shoulders and a couple upper back accessories too. Nice. So yeah, not just all chest or anything.
Well, so just
here we go.
This is what we're doing. There's a lot of things on here. I didn't even write the numbers because sometimes I don't even count. This is all chest stuff. So we're gonna blow our chests up. And if I'm feeling into it, we might add a little bit of shoulders at the end. I don't know. So we don't know. We just go with the flow.
If I die, I die.
Yeah. I'll call ski patrol on you.
Again.
Okay.
For the second time in 24 hours.
Heavy, that's what I mean.
Lift offer.
Yeah, we'll do lift off. Okay. So we just spent probably like 10 minutes warming up. So started with quarters, then added 10 pounds to that, went to 135, and then just slowly kept doing 5 reps. So this might be my 5-rep max. We'll see if we'll see how my chest feels. So this could be it. This could be it. This could be the finish, guys. We'll see. Kaya, no support, huh? Just no support.
She's like, I got you from down here.
In case I fall. Oi.
Yep. What do you want, like on 3 or?
Yeah, I'll go 1, 2, and then up on 3.
Okay.
Kaya. 1, 2, 3. maybe we'll go up. I want to like max the fuck out.
Yeah, that was like.
We'll try 185. I guess I'm more like a well-rounded.
Yeah.
Like everything's like okay.
Yeah.
My bench is just better than okay. Lift on 3. Yes, please. 1, 2. Yep. 2. Yep. 3. Yep. Come on, easy. Up. Up. Right. That was great. Oh, you were.
I felt better than I was expecting.
Exactly. You could probably go up. Not forcing you to. Because I'm not your coach. That's just what I do. I always just go up. If I get the reps, I go up. So we're going to try 185. My friends,
Hell yeah.
I may get it. I may not. It's all right. My pride will be hurt a little bit. So for all my bodybuilders out there, because I see it the most from them because they don't really understand what the whole point of the arc is. So I'm gonna send that to my powerlifter because I do it too, and it's a stronger stance.
Yeah.
Do you have a better explanation?
Basically, the point of powerlifting is to lift the most weight possible. And when you arch like that, it first decreases the range of motion, so you have to press the weight a shorter distance. And also, that arch in your upper back allows you to pull your
lats.
Yeah. Into the movement, and it's more stable for your shoulders as well.
And some of the best benchers out there, their lats are the biggest because everything comes. I talked about this probably a couple weeks ago when we were benching, but everything from a bench actually comes from your lats. So all like after her bench days, she does mostly lat pull downs and pull ups because that's what drives up. And also so bodybuilders are like, well, why aren't you're basically doing decline bench? Well, yes. So, when you can do more weight on a decline bench, that's what we're doing here. So now the rest of the workout, when we do other things, so like we might do dumbbell presses and those will be a little bit more strict, but usually on my obviously the flat bench, I perform it as a powerlifter because one of my goals is to be stronger. So I don't want to get weaker. I still think of my 3 main movements as trying to get stronger. So my squat, I go heavy, bench, go heavy. Currently right now, not deadlifting heavy, but it's all part of my goal. So if you're just looking to build aesthetics, build muscle, flatten your back out, it will isolate your chest a little bit more. But we're trying to be strong over here. So you arch.
We arching.
We arching. And if I wasn't with USAPL, I would have my feet all the way back here.
I know.
So are you USAPL?
Yep.
We're USAPL.
We are.
We are drug tested.
Yeah.
But they also have different rules with you have to have your feet on the ground.
They have to be flat.
They have to be flat. So
even
when
if your
I
heels come up.
start, I would be super strong if I could do this, but it's not legal. So then you see me, I move my feet out because the whole time I'm pushing, I have to push back to keep my butt down, and I'm pushing back towards the bar to get the bar up.
Yep.
Lots of...
If your butt comes off, it doesn't count, right?
It doesn't count, no.
Right.
So you guys watch.
So
if
no
I
matter-
get these 5 reps and my last rep, my butt comes up,
No lift?
no lift.
Might
In
make
the
an
gym,
exception.
it's a lift, but
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
meet, not a lift.
Red lights don't count in the gym.
Man. Yeah, my bench PR is a lot higher in the gym, not in the meet.
Always is.
But I did it in the gym.
Right. Let's go.
5, motherfucker.
You got it.
There. 1, 2, 3. So 90%. So now we're gonna switch to 4 sets, 5 reps at 90%. So
Yep.
I'm gonna do about 165.
Yeah.
You're doing
Like 145.
145.
Math.
Math. Math harder than us.
At least it's not kilos.
Yeah, oh God. I'd be done for.
Yeah.
Absolutely done. I never know. I'm like, what's the red plate?
Just a 5 for me.
5. It's a red, a green, a blue, and a purple. No, there's
Plus
no,
a collar.
a white,
And then
and
the
a
collars
collar.
are 3 pounds. 3 kilos.
And they have different kinds of collars that are
Right.
like different weights.
Mhm, depending on
Like
what
which
brand
collar
you
are
have.
you using?
Yeah. It's crazy. Thank God for
Damn
stars.
power lifters and their weird colorful plates.
Math is hard.
Bodybuilders, we just like black iron.
Alright, what you lift? 1, 2, 3.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy money.
Hey.
Hey,
Look, here, you can say hi to the DLB Daily too, because we're filming.
what's up, DLB Daily? I want to give a shout out on the DLB Daily to PJ from the Warhouse Gym.
Yo!
Dana, I'm not going to the chiropractor anymore. PJ legitimately fixed me.
So, should we move him out here?
I mean, I'm 100% better. Like,
Good.
That's awesome.
He's 100% better.
I was not able to walk. I
Was
was
it?
at like a pain number of 7 every single morning.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And PJ fucking fixed it. So you can have all the money that we have spent on the chiropractor. I prepaid for it. You can have it, all that, because I'm not going anymore.
Oh yeah.
That's all right. That's cool. I just canceled my appointment today. What chiropractor?
I'm 100% recovered. Holy shit, I feel awesome. All right, guys, see you.
Tell PJ to move to Montana.
All right, bye.
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 Math is hard, guys.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, I don't know how I passed school. 1 + 1. 3. 5.
Yep.
Hup. Ho. 1, 2, 3. That's how you do it, friends. Now we have 3 more of those. So I just kind of gave her a little hint of what we're doing next. On a scale of 1 to 10, how terrified are you?
At least maybe like an 11, 12.
So this is one of I sort of like made this exercise up because I was working out at a gym. It was actually a powerlifting gym.
Okay.
That had very limited equipment. They didn't have a cable crossover. They didn't have a pec deck, and I wanted to do flies. And I don't know what it is with dumbbell flies. I just don't really like them all that much. So I do I think I call it bar rollout flies. So you need 2 barbells. Now, if you're doing this workout and you are in a regular gym and you don't want to be the asshole like I would be, because I don't care about anything, I will take 2 barbells and you can't really tell me not to.
Yeah.
So you need 2 barbells. So this is great. So if you work out at home, I have a lot of people that are doing home workouts. So this is a great variation to a fly if you don't have cables or you're limited dumbbells. Because this is a lot of work, and it also is great because it's a good core workout, because you have to stay tight the entire time because you're going to be in a plank position. So, and I'm going to show you a different variation. So this is obviously the more advanced variation, and just like a push-up, Kaya, I'm talking. Just like you have your regular push-up and then you have a modified push-up, which makes it easier. We have the same thing with this, and you can even do both. Maybe start with the advanced version And then when you tire out, you can drop your knees, which makes it at 10 times much more manageable. So you basically, and if these roll around, that's fine. You need to have, the one thing is you have to have round plates. The hexagon plates aren't gonna work. Be like, so round plates are where it's at. So you get in your plank position. I usually start my hands, there's lines usually on a bar. That's usually where I start my hands. So just so when I come down, I'm not like right by, or when I come up, my head should be right about where the plates are at. So when you come down, you're just rolling them out, roll out. You roll them out until right about here. And this is where it gets tough because you got to keep your abs tight the whole time. So it's just like doing a plank position. So I can't really talk when I do it, I'm sorry. So we're coming out and then you roll back in. So your arms bend, come all the way down. And then when you come up, I straighten back up. So you can do as many as you can this way. And then if you need to, drop down to your knees and you can keep going. And it's okay because the top of your thighs will hit the ground if you do it this way. So we're going 10 to 12 reps. So if you have to split it in half, and then we're going to do push-ups to failure. So you're in a neutral position and then you just do push-ups. So you can't do them anymore, which at the beginning you might get 10, and sometimes I only get 3 at the end of the workout. We're doing 5 sets. I do 5 sets of everything because it's good. Because I like the number 5. Have Lindsay start off with the modified position, and just basically you're just rolling it out until you feel a stretch.
Okay, there's the stretch. I found it.
Yeah, so don't go as low. So stop there and then back up. Stop and back up. Yeah, so if you go too low, luckily you're not too far off the ground and you do a face plant, it's fine. But this is perfect form. You're just going until you feel a stretch in your chest and then back up. What do you think of these? Do you love them? Do you guys love them? Because I love them.
Well, that was the first one I've ever done, so.
Yeah, so don't feel bad. She is a
check.
very, very strong power lifter, but this is a movement. This is a really, really advanced movement. So it's something that, like, if you've never really done flies all that much and you don't know that whole movement and where your arm should be, like, yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I'm putting you in a plank position so that you have to, like, stay tight the whole time. So this is an advanced, very advanced little movement here. So don't feel bad. If you can only do modified, that is okay. Take time. It might take a couple years till you can do the more advanced version, but give it a try. Even if you can do one regular version and then do the rest modified, that's cool. It's all about progress. So if we throw them in there again, you try to do a couple more, no problem. Now, you had too much break. You're supposed to be doing push-ups. So yeah, you just keep them. It's a neutral grip. Push up. Yep. And then you just go. Pump them out. Pump them out. See, she could do these all day.
Well,
Maybe.
jinx me.
Yeah. That's why we do it. Like, I like to do things right after each other. So then, because she had that little tiny break, she was able to, like, rejuvenate a little bit.
Yep.
So that she can do more. So if you take that little break out, you're just completely exhausted, and then you're not going to be doing as many push-ups.
Yeah.
So normally, like, you might be able to do 50 push-ups in a row, but after you are doing flies, you exhaust your chest muscle, then you throw your arms in, exhaust it more, and Usually I can do about 10 max. So we'll play there.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh, help! Help! Call the police! Call Ski Patrol! So the greatest part, I was telling Lindsay, I want you to work the hardest on this first part. So you go and you push almost past failure till you want to face plant, so that when you get to the easier exercise, which would be the push-ups, something that would seem really easy, I want those push-ups to feel so hard because it's just your body weight. I want you to work so hard on this first exercise so that these push-ups suck. So she was kind of mad that she was only doing like 3 to 5, and I said, no, that's perfect. My whole goal is to not have to do that much. Kaya, unnecessary. See, that didn't help. Your anabolics did not help. So I want that second part of the exercise to be so hard that I can only do 3 or 5 reps. Like, that's my goal out of it. So work super hard on that first one, exhaust your muscles to make that second exercise 10 times harder than it should be. That's how I do it. And she loves it, I think. Or she hates me. I don't know.
All right, yeah.
Next. So here's another different thing. So I know most people, because I write things, if I say 5 times 12-10-8-8-6, that's the reps that you want to do for each set. So we're gonna start. So it's basically like your first set's kind of like your warm up, but it gives you. I like to write the reps. Sometimes I do more than them. It just gives me about what I should be at. So if I'm doing 12 reps, I know not to grab the like 70s because that's not appropriate. So I know I should be around like 30 or 40 pounds, or well, maybe like 40.
I'll be
40
around like 30 to 40 pounds.
Well, maybe I'll be like 40, 45. We'll see. But then every set we're gonna go down in reps, but up in weight. And most of the time, as a powerlifter, you kind of have sets.
Yeah.
Like set reps.
4 sets of 10.
4 sets of 10. Do you ever like try to, like, if you get that 10, are you supposed to stay at that weight, or are you going up? Or?
It depends. Most of my accessories are RPE, rate of perceived exertion based. So if it's like an
Which
RPE
I
8,
have written RPEs in there.
So if it's like an RPE 8 and my first set's super easy, I'll go up just to get that 8 out of 10 effort.
Yeah, so RPE is basically if it's a 10, you can't
All
do that's
No more reps.
no more reps. You might not even get it.
Yeah.
Who knows? 9 is you might have one more. 8 is
Like
one,
two
one,
more?
one definitely.
Yeah.
But
maybe
maybe two. So it's, I used to, when Colin used to write my things, he'd be like RPE 7, and it was always 10 for sure. I just was like, oh, but I did it, so I'm going to try to do more. I'm not a very good power lifter. I just don't follow the rules. I have my own set of rules,
Hey, it's
and
only-
it doesn't, I just like it. But
It's only weird if it doesn't work.
yeah, so it's fun to see how we're training, how my training is different from hers. Like, that was probably the fastest. Now, I know you guys won't see how fast we were actually warming up, But as a power lifter, we were discussing, like,
Yeah.
when we do these sets, it's basically when I go, it's like she goes and then I go, and then she goes and then I go. So you're only getting maybe a minute rest.
Yeah.
I usually typically keep around 30 to 45.
Sometimes I'll rest for like
3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Different
for
world.
not resting at all, basically, we were just going back and forth with our warm-ups. So for not resting at all, you did even better than you did last week with that, right? Or
It
did
was
you
the same. Yeah, I hit the same.
Man,
weight,
I
but,
thought she did better.
I mean, it felt a
She
lot
did better because she did it faster. In your face. I didn't even say what we were doing next. So we're doing just dumbbell incline press by itself. 5 sets. We're starting with 12, then we're going to 10, then we're doing 2 sets at 8, because usually I'll do the 8 and then I bump up again and I can do 8 again, and then I'm going to try to bump up again, and then you stay around like a 6 to 8 range. So your working sets are around 6 to 8. So those first 2, they're still working, but you're working towards your 6 to 8. So we're at our 12, Kaya. Spot. Not. We're just discussing because Chemco mislabeled some of our stuff, and no one will believe us, but from 25 on, they're off by 10. But they're all gonna think I'm a liar.
She's not lying.
They're not lying. Look at that difference here. 20, 25. That is definitely at least a 30 or 35. It is heavy. That is not the same. Chemco. I'm just too lazy to bring my scale over and weigh them. So we're actually a lot stronger than we look. No one's gonna believe us, Lindsay.
Bullshit.
They're gonna think we're liars. These are actually 65s.
Mine are actually 45s.
They're actually 100.
They're actually like the hundreds. It's fine.
100 plates. These are 200s.
Hell yeah.
Oh, all right.
One more.
6. Okay. 1. Nope. I thought I could get 1 for good luck. No luck.
No luck.
No luck. Oh.
No.
Oh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1 for good luck.
Half.
See, no luck for us.
No, not today.
No luck. All right. We just crossed over the halfway point.
Oh, thank God.
So what you guys don't see behind the camera is I actually tested this out to make sure it works. We're doing an incline fly using an incline bench. So place it in the middle on the same incline that you were just at with your dumbbell presses. We're going to do an incline fly, and I will demonstrate because I had to make sure that it, actually I'll demonstrate it a little later for you guys.
So like we're all
Yep. I mean, no. I mean, this is still pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So we're doing an incline fly with the Sven press. So if you remember the Sven press, we did it with plates, with you holding 2 plates together. You can do it with dumbbells. And I wanted to see if it worked with a cable, and it does. So you're gonna be here with your flies, and we're gonna go probably like, keep it around like a 10 to 12. If you do less, that's okay. And then we're going to go right into a Sven press. So you're just going to hold your hands together, and then you're just pressing. Wow, that's really hard. So same kind of concept like we did with the bar rollouts. I want the first part of this exercise to be your big focus. Go as heavy as you can for those 8, 9, 10, 12 reps. Anywhere, I usually try to stay between 8 to 12. 10 to 12 is like, I like that number. But if you do a little less because you want to go heavier, that's totally okay with me. So then when you get to Sven press, so that you don't, and I don't really want you to switch the weight. If you have to, do it. But try not to switch the weight and just use whatever you were and pump those out. So you're going cable fly, and then hands together, and then you're just pressing. Sven press on a cable machine. Brought to you by Dana and Bailey. It's probably been done before, but right now I feel like I'm brilliant because I've never seen anyone else do it. So
I'm a guinea pig.
And she's a guinea pig. So you can be up first, guinea pig.
Go down.
Yeah, start with like 20.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah. Give it the old giveroo.
Thank you.
So same motion, perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you can't do it, then yeah, switch.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Can I cross my fingers to hold it or no?
Yeah.
That kind of defeats the purpose.
It sort of does, but again, so if you only get, I'm just gonna probably write failure. I'm actually creating this workout as we go. So as we do this, I'll try to remember. So for the Sven press, so that you're not switching the weight, just do as many as you can. So I'm just gonna write 5 to failure. So
I think I got like 6 or
and
7.
again, for that first thing, you're going almost to failure, but you don't want to go like to failure, because otherwise you're not going to be able to do the Sven press because it's going to be too difficult. So you're going all the way up until you're like, wow, I'm there, I think. I might be able to get, and then hit your Sven. So somewhere between 8 to 12, I'm going to rank 10 to 12, and then failure for the next one.
40?
Yeah, let's try, we'll do 40.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Nope, you're good. Oh, that is really hard, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but let's do it anyway. This is our last one. And when she gets to this Sven press, I'm actually, if you watch, we're gonna actually have her grab her hands together so that we don't have to change the weight. If you can't, it makes it a lot harder if you're just going like this.
Ready?
So if you see her hands, I even did it part way through my set where I did a couple this way, and then when I couldn't go anymore, I quick locked my hands together, which you can still feel it trying to pull your arms apart, so you still have to keep them together. So cool variation brought to you by Lindsay. We are like geniuses today.
Pretty
Like
much.
literally genius. I actually have to go down for my last set. I'm going to 30 because I'm struggling. I'm struggling. That means you did a good job.
Means whatever.
So don't feel bad
Working.
on your last set. If you have to go down a little bit, it's okay. I just want my reps to be really good. So I'm actually gonna go out for the Sven press, try to start out with a couple this way, and then I might lock just so I can get a couple more. Feel the pump. Lock, and I'm able to do a couple more.
Definitely still feel it.
Yeah, you still feel it. Just makes it a little bit easier.
Yep.
Woo! We're almost done. All right. The much anticipated end finale, which sometimes the finale lasts a little bit longer. We sometimes throw delts at the end, which we might do that just
to make sure
you know,
I'm
just get the
actually
little
dead.
pump, just a little pump. But we're ending with some decline. Now, if you have, I'm actually going to do this, even though I do have a free range motion, but it works the best on a free motion cable crossover. We're doing, I don't know, again, I just make up the name, X press fly. So you're making an X with your arms. So put the cable at the highest position, and you're not going to come out. You're going to stay in. Maybe like just a little bit in front of the cable. So you're not behind it. You're just a little bit, maybe in line, just slightly in front. And so you're starting here, and we're doing a downward fly. And then you're crossing your hands. Then you come out, and then the next hand's over top. So, X fly, X fly. So here your elbows are bending and then they're straightening. Normally when we do flies, we lock our elbows and that's the position. So you're here and then here. So this one, whatever you regularly do on a decline fly, this is a little bit harder, so you're gonna do a little less weight. Again, if you have a free motion, do that. So we're doing like, again, 10 to 12 rep range, and then we're going to a dumbbell floor press. So also remember, you're pre-exhausting. So normally what you would do on this is gonna be a little bit less. Because I don't have a decline bench, this is how I decline bench. So we're gonna hold a glute bridge and then do floor presses. So sometimes, like how I get them up, I'll show you actually. These aren't heavy enough, I could have, but when they are too heavy, I start with them. If you don't have a partner that can hand them to you, I start with them on my legs and then I just kick back, put my elbows on the floor, get yourself in a glute bridge so you're just holding your hips up. And this is basically just like a decline bench, but except you're going all the way to the floor. And I pause just for a second. I don't bounce off the floor. I'm pausing for a second and then up. Come to a complete standstill and then back up. Which makes it, again, harder. Everything, the key to this, just make everything harder. It's plain and simple. And see if you can like upright your body just a little.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
so
it.
you feel like that
Oh, yeah.
downward. Yeah, so these are gonna be a little more upright than like a normal decline where you kind of hunch over a little bit. So you're gonna be a little more upright. So you're basically like making like a little 90-degree angle and coming down. Different, right?
Yeah, that, I
Different.
definitely felt it when I stood up, right?
It's like the
Yeah.
whole under part. Yikes.
All right. Here we go.
Yep. The first couple are like, oh, these are easy. And then your arms just, everything just stops working. Oh, geez. When I first started lifting, like I would, I like deadlifting.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. And
Yeah.
of course, like I want to go heavy.
Right.
Because you're deadlifting.
Right.
But it would sacrifice the rest of, like, it would sacrifice 2 or 3 days of workouts. So doing one exercise didn't make sense. So when I was competing with Arnold and Olympia, like I never deadlifted because there was no point.
You'd be shot for.
Because if this one exercise is making 2 days of workout suck, then there's no point of doing it.
Right.
So that's why I just never did it.
Yeah.
So even now, I'm not competing. I deadlift, but I don't go heavy.
Yeah.
Unless I decide like, hey, I'm gonna do a meet, and then I'll start deadlifting heavy.
It in there.
Oh, once a week maybe deadlift heavy.
I mean, that's all I do.
We're done! We're done! Oh! Yeah. We're done. She's still alive.
I made it.
And she can almost count to 10.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
So, hope you guys enjoyed this workout. This is something that I hope maybe you can even add it after your powerlifting meet. I don't want your coach to be mad at me. But it's cool to, because I've trained so many different styles. Like obviously bodybuilding is my number one, but when I started powerlifting, I added powerlifting into my program. I started training CrossFit with like some of my friends like Brooke and Miranda, and I like it, so I add it to my program. And that's why with the DLB Daily, you see so many different variations. Obviously heavy bodybuilder influence, but then we also have the powerlifter side with our squats and our deads and our benches that are super heavy in the low rep range. But then we have the bodybuilder side, and on the weekends we throw WODs in there. So I hope you guys are enjoying the workout.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm just glad I didn't kill you. I hope your coach isn't mad at me.
She'll be alright.
You got 10 weeks. You
Yeah,
got plenty
I'm
of
plenty.
time. So thank you
Far
for
out.
watching. Go follow Lift Heavy Lens. We can't even talk anymore. So
Counting, talking, it's all a mess.
Lift Heavy
Yeah,
Lens.
all
Whoa.
one word. Say that 10
Say
times
that.
fast.
Lift Heavy Lens.
Lift Heavy Lens.
Lift Heavy Lens. Go follow her. Follow her progress. She has a meet in 10 weeks.
Yep.
So
It's going to be a cool meet too.
go wish her some good luck. So thanks for watching. Any questions, let me know. We'll see you next week.
Bye guys.